Chapter 5003. Where show her to accompany me to enjoy the cherry blossoms? Charlie heard Nanako's words and couldn't help but feel a longing in his heart. Nanako dressed in red shoha and matched with pink and white cherry blossoms in the sky. Although he hasn't seen the picture, it will definitely be beautiful if he thinks about it. So, he said to her, if that's the case, then next spring, I must come to Japan. Nanako said happily, really? Then we can make a deal. Next spring, I will be in Japan. Waiting for you. The two reached an agreement. Nanako was in such a good mood that she couldn't describe it in words. She couldn't help holding Charlie's arm and took the initiative to clasp his fingers tightly. And said softly beside him, Mr. Wade, I really am so happy today. Today was Ojuo-san's birthday. I didn't expect that I would be able to come to New York to meet you. More importantly, Ojuo-san has returned to normal. This means a lot to him. Saying that she complained, you don't know what this stubborn old man looks like at home. He pulls a face every day, I never see him smiling, and often sighs, I know him too well. He was strong all his life, and suddenly he has fallen to the point where he needs to be taken care of even in his daily life. The gap in his heart will be very large, so big that it is unimaginable for ordinary people. And it is very likely that he will not be able to get out of this life. It is you who gave him a new life. If it weren't for you, he might have been depressed until the moment of his death. Having said that, she looked at him while clenching her hand tightly. And said very seriously, Mr. Wade, thank you. Thank you for giving such precious medicine to Ojuo-san. In the past, a single rejuvenation pill could be auctioned for hundreds of billions of dollars. This time, if the medicine you gave to Ojuo-san is auctioned, I am afraid the price would not be higher than that of the rejuvenation pill. But not low, right? Charlie smiled and said, if the medicinal pills are put in an auction, they will naturally fetch a very high price. But I will most likely not hold medicinal pill auctions in the future. Nanako was curious. She asked, why? Wasn't the last auction very successful? Charlie sighed, the world in my eyes now and the world in my eyes at the auction have changed a lot. After speaking, he continued, during the auction, I felt that in this world, the competitors are nothing more than 3 top families, including my grandfather's family. However, I realized some time ago that in this world, there are actually some competitions that I don't know, or even know nothing about. Some of them opponents. The strength of these competitors may be much stronger than those of the top families. Then, he briefly told her what happened to his grandparents some time ago. After Nanako heard this, she was speechless in shock. She couldn't help but sigh, Mr. Wade, it is not unusual to have a family of hundreds of years. Although there have been various turmoils all over the world in the past few hundred years. Japan has a geographical advantage, so there is basically no domestic situation. So in Japan, almost every ninja family has a history of hundreds of years, and many old names have a long history. But to be honest, I have never heard of a family or organization that can continue to grow and develop in this almost top-secret way for hundreds of years. After speaking, Nanako said again, Mr. Wade, those dead men you just mentioned must have been firmly controlled by this organization for hundreds of years. And for hundreds of years, these dead men have not figured out the specific situation of the organization. And even do not even know where they live on weekdays. This is extremely strong control. In order to achieve this control, the gap between the levels must be large enough to be possible.